Have you ever wondered what would happen if one of the world's biggest philanthropists met someone whose life seemed like it was on pause? That's exactly what unfolded on an ordinary night at a quiet gas station, a chance encounter between Mr. Beast and a pregnant woman working behind the counter. But what started as a simple conversation turned into an event that would spark debates across the internet. Was it genuine kindness, a staged publicity stunt, or something more complex? Let's dive into the story. The night was cold and the gas station was almost empty. The flickering lights barely illuminated the deserted lot. Inside, Jessica, 8 months pregnant and visibly exhausted, stood behind the counter. She had been working back-to-back shifts for weeks, juggling financial stress and the looming reality of single motherhood. Her focus was on making it through the night, not realizing that everything was about to change. Around midnight, the door chimed, and in walked a man wearing a simple hoodie and jeans, someone who, at first glance, seemed like just another customer. But this wasn't an ordinary customer. This was Mr. Beast, known for giving away life-changing amounts of money and pulling off elaborate challenges. On this night, though, his plan was different. Jessica greeted him with the same polite but weary smile she gave to every late-night customer. She wasn't in the mood for small talk, but something about the stranger's questions caught her off guard. He asked her how long she'd been working, how she was feeling, and what her biggest challenges were. At first, she answered cautiously, unsure why a random customer would care about her story. As the conversation continued, Jessica opened up. She talked about working long hours to save for her baby's arrival, the struggles of being on her feet all day while heavily pregnant, and the overwhelming uncertainty of the future. She didn't ask for pity, but her honesty was impossible to ignore. What Jessica didn't know was that Mr. Beast wasn't just there to buy a snack or fill up his tank. He had come with a plan, one that would test not only Jessica's character, but also the audience's perception of charity. He asked her a question that seemed out of place. If you could have one thing right now to make your life easier, what would it be? Jessica hesitated. She wasn't used to thinking about herself. Her focus was always on the baby. Finally, she said, I guess, just a little stability. Something to feel like I'm not drowning. Mr. Beast didn't respond immediately. Instead, he reached into his pocket and pulled out an envelope. What was inside would change everything, but it wasn't just the money. It was what he asked Jessica to do next that would turn this simple act of kindness into a polarizing moment. He slid the envelope across the counter and said, Here's $50,000. It's yours, no strings attached, unless you want to take a chance. Jessica stared at the envelope in disbelief, her hands trembling as she picked it up. She couldn't even comprehend the number, let alone the idea of a chance. Mr. Beast explained his offer. She could keep the money and walk away, or she could gamble it all in a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a challenge that could double her money or leave her with nothing. The decision was hers. What happened next shocked not only Jessica, but also the millions of people who later watched the video. Her choice and its consequences sparked debates about morality, risk, and the true meaning of generosity. Some viewers praised Mr. Beast for his bold approach, while others criticized him for putting a vulnerable woman in a difficult position. But as the story unfolded, it became clear that the encounter was about more than just money. It was about resilience, courage, and the ripple effects of kindness in unexpected forms. The impact of that night would extend far beyond the gas station, touching lives in ways no one could have anticipated. So, what do you think? Was this a brilliant social experiment, a heartwarming act of generosity, or a situation that crossed the line? Regardless of where you stand, one thing is certain. Moments like these remind us of the power of human connection and the choices that define our lives. Let us know your thoughts below, and don't forget to share this story that has everyone talking.